Hi everyone and welcome back to Save with Jarod. I'm Jarod and today we're going to find out how to turn financial disaster into financial independence. Let's get into it. Recent studies show that 55% of South Africans are living paycheck to paycheck. This is a really tough position to be in. It's only a matter of time before that turns into a financial disaster. Sometimes all it takes is one thing going wrong, which puts pressure on your finances and ultimately leads to a disaster. An unexpected vehicle expense, a medical emergency, these things can lead to a massive financial crisis. Let's say you're in that position and now battling to cover costs each month. How do we fix that? What's the next step? It's important to find a way to get yourself out of that financial cycle. Well, if you find yourself in this position or worried about getting into that position, I've got a few tips on what you can do if that happens. Tip number 1, spend less than you earn. Now, this sounds really simple, but hear me out. It's not as simple as it looks. The most important thing to make sure a major unexpected expense doesn't throw your finances out of control is to make sure you spend less than you earn. Now, how do you do that? Well, let's say you earn 20,000 Rand per month. The reality is that you take home a lot less than that. Medical aid, tax, retirement savings, etc. get deducted first off your payslip before you get paid. So reality is that the amount is closer to 15,000 Rand. Make sure you know the amount that goes into your account. That's called the net. To understand what you spend money on, draw yourself a budget and account for every single expense that you have in an ordinary month. Things like rent, electricity, water, food, insurance, and spending. Yes, even going out. Write that down. You might be surprised at how much you spend on eating out and entertainment. If you want a budget, check in the description below and you'll find a copy of my budget that you can download for free. Your entertainment is some of the first things you're going to have to cut down on. I mean, we all like to have a good time and unwind, but not when it comes at the expense of your financial stability. Maybe look at having friends over at home and eating in than going out. When it comes to purchasing things, I have a trick that I learned many years ago. On any unnecessary expenses of things that you don't need but want, wait for 30 days before making that decision. This will really test yourself to see whether it's something that you really want or just something that was a passing wish. You will be surprised at how often, at the end of those 30 days, you don't want that item anymore. You might also want to consider downsizing your lifestyle. I know, it's a painful thing to think about, but it will get you back on your feet financially. Think about downsizing the place where you stay. Do you need to be spending as much as you do? I've got a great book called 10 Tips on Saving Money, which I wrote. You can download it for free on the link below. Just a quick side note, if you're enjoying this video, give it a like, and if you really think that this can help you, consider subscribing. This really helps to grow my channel and keeps it going and ensure that I can continue making content like this. I appreciate the support and welcome to the community. Anyway, back to the video. Tip number 2, form a debt repayment plan. So the next step is something that is so crucial. You have to know how much you owe people down to the last cent. It might sound unnecessary, but it's one of the most important things that you can do. You have to know what you're dealing with to dig yourself out of this situation. Once you have that all written down, all the expenses, start by tackling off the one that has the highest interest rate. List them from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. You really want to knock off those ones first because those are the ones that are the debts that keep you in debt. Let's say you have a credit card with 10,000 Rand owing at 18% and have a personal loan owing 8,000 Rand with 25% interest rate. Go for the personal loan first. That loan is keeping you incurring high rates of interest and charges, and it cuts down the effectiveness of your investing that you're doing. Tip number 3, Start an emergency fund. One of the ways to ensure major unexpected expenses or emergencies don't eat away at your capital and make you extend loans is to start an emergency fund. Take 10% of whatever you're earning every month and put that into a separate savings account. Once that gets to an amount equal to at least 3 to 6 months of your salary, you can stop contributing to that and push that 10% into your savings accounts. Having 6 months of your salary saved up allows you so much room to breathe. And you know that there is almost no expense that you can encounter that you won't be able to handle. When you have an emergency, this is where the money to pay for it should come from. This will allow you to not have to spend on your credit card or have to extend on any personal loans. It will keep you debt-free and help you maintain your standard of living. I think with these 3 tips, it will really help you reduce your debt and allow you to get your financial freedom back. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching, and I hope that this has helped you in some way, and I hope this helped you pay off all of your debts quicker. Share this with as many people as you like if you feel it can help them, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. Hit that like button if you haven't already. See you guys next time, and remember, keep saving.